Prime Minister Narendra Modi this morning left for his first visit to the US since COVID. During the 5-day visit, Modi will be meeting the US President and Vice President, the Quad leaders, the Prime Ministers of Australia and Japan, and in an important meeting as well coming up on the 23rd, CEOs of 5 top US companies. This includes Tim Cook of Apple, who is rumored to be among those who will meet the Prime Minister. Business talks are expected to focus on trade and investment ties, strengthen defense collaborations and boost clean energy partnerships. Geeta Mohan joining us from New York on this story. Geeta, quite a high-profile trip. This is the first meet between the Prime Minister and global business leaders. In fact, tell us what else is going to be on the agenda. First time they're meeting since the outbreak of COVID. What are the kind of expectations from this meeting?
Well, it is true. It is the first one. A lot of conversations on post-COVID recovery of the economy, not just here in the United States of America, but also in India. There have been conversations in the past as well with regards to how the business community now can contribute and come forward to really looking at investments and conversations that were on before COVID to take them forward. It has been an uphill task for manufacturing and investments to come to India, but a lot of conversation will take place in a post-COVID scenario, not just to do with economic recovery, but also to do with key supply chain resilience. Looking at China, knowing that during COVID how China had played a very important role and was critical in most of the equipment that were required across the world. That was an eye-opener for the world, and there is going to be a lot of conversation on how to move supply chains and how India can become and play an important role, Taiwan included, can play an important role in becoming a key link in the supply chain that we see, the global supply chain. And in that context, there is going to be a lot of conversation with regards to manufacturing and investment in the manufacturing sector from the US to India. There are some important meetings that are lined up. We are given to understand that Apple's Tim Cook is going to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There is no fix on time yet, but that's what we are given to understand. There is going to be a lot of top CEOs and business honchos who are going to appear at Hotel Willard, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is staying, to meet him, to have that conversation and to take that conversation forward.
Geeta, the US has seen a lot of changes since Modi was there last. What kind of reception is he expected to get?
Well, the United States of America, because of COVID, has a lot of rules and restrictions and regulations. In closed spaces, you cannot move without wearing a mask, so everybody's masked up. When we talk about gatherings, there can't be large gatherings, so we'll have to wait and see what's the permission that the Indian community has taken to really stand outside Hotel Willard. It is going to be maybe a low-key reception, but one nonetheless where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be welcomed very warmly by the Indian community. He still has a huge following here in the United States of America. A lot of people, not just from the Indian community, but otherwise also follow Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And yes, so it is going to be warm, but it is going to be one that is going to also be muted because of the COVID restrictions. New York and Washington DC both have had a severe bout when it comes to how they've handled COVID, the rise of COVID cases, and that's the reason why there are strict rules and regulations in place.